So here we are again in Clontibret, the Monaghan Centre of Excellence, the last of our media nights, possibly from the perspective of the championship end of things. It's the Intermediate Championship, of course, that we're looking ahead to tonight, sponsored by McElvaney's Waste and Recycling, joined by representatives of Rockcorry here with Anthony Tate, Vice Chairman and indeed a member of the panel, Mark Daly, of course, the captain of the side, and Mickey Morgan alongside me here as well, the manager of the side. Mickey, I'm going to turn to you firstly. You've got the championship touch, a team that was in a junior championship final last year in Monaghan, won it, went to Ulster, won it, and now you're into an intermediate championship. First time ever in the history of the club.
I have to be the luckiest man in the club, I think, at this stage, to have fallen on my feet like that. You couldn't ask for any better, the luck, sure, but players, yes. You have players that they can do, when needed, they can do it. And hopefully that continues.
That will be continued, but they certainly have done it, particularly in the championship, and that's where you have shown real form in the intermediate grade this year.
Again, a lot of it is down to luck, because in certain league games this year we've had just very unlucky with injuries, but we're just getting it right, and Kieran Quigley has to get an outrageous mention for that, for getting men back onto the field, and we're just lucky that we have got a small panel, but on days like Saturday, they're all available to you. You're always in with a chance.
You certainly are. Mark Daly says the captain beside me. Niall McKeown was the man standing here this time last year, looking forward to a junior final. 12 months on, looking forward to an intermediate final. It's something special, even to just put final appearances back to back, Mark.
Yeah, it's fantastic, Sean. It's unreal. It's not something we're used to in Rockcorry. Certainly up into the last 4 or 5 years, but it's becoming more frequent, and it's great, and really looking forward to it.
Now, Mickey beside me here mentioned, I suppose, about the panel, and we know that it's a small panel you operate off, I suppose, and if injuries do come into it, it really diminishes the numbers, but it seems to have clicked towards the latter part of this year that you have all been fit, and that's the one thing that the numbers can turn out and you can get into the championship mode.
Yeah, well, that's... We sort of knew at the start of the year, or we felt at the start of the year, we could give the championship a good run, if we kept fellas fit and healthy. We knew the league was going to be tough because we have a small group, and when you're missing players and injuries and that, it's always going to be tough to pick up points, but we felt we could give the championship a go, and we've kept them all fit and healthy, and here we are in the final, and it's fantastic. It's great excitement, and so we'll give it a good go. Give it a good go
indeed, and why not? The man beside you here as well, Anthony, and I know Anthony, I would have talked to you indeed last year as well in the build up to the junior, and we talked about the stalwart and the years that you put in, and then the big days come around, and here you are, back-to-back championship final appearances.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for the club and great for the parish and all the families and all, and the kids and all, but it's great. It's hard to believe, but we're there, and we'll see what happens. It's a great achievement, and it's great to be there, for the club.
It certainly is. We talked about the league, and I suppose we can't but mention maybe about the league that you find yourselves maybe in a relegation battle in regards to it, but you find yourselves then on the big day on the championship end of things. So over the next few weeks, a lot could be defined for Rockcorry in regards to where they'll be playing football for next year.
Yes, it's a big thing, all right. Then I suppose we'll take Sunday first, and after that we'll see what happens. But we'll see. There'll be maybe a tale to be told before it's all over, but we'll be there or thereabouts.
Plenty of twists and turns and drama to look forward to.
Yeah, plenty of twists and turns, Sean, yeah.
Going back on that success of last year, Mark, and that seemed to reignite the area, the club, and I'm thinking right down to the underage players and that as well, and the numbers that turn out now even at the underage groups, and it's all coming on the back of that junior success that has carried you to where you are.
Yeah, it was fantastic, Sean. And I was chatting to the local headmaster there a couple of months back, and he was saying that all the young ones wanted for Christmas was rock tops and rock tracksuits, and instead of Man United and Liverpool. So it's fantastic. It's built up great excitement, and everybody's looking forward to it. And just within the group itself, when it becomes a habit, when you get used to it, you want more of it, and you keep going. And we've certainly gotten used to it the last couple of years, and hopefully it'll happen again on Sunday.
Yeah, certainly is the case. Mickey, you're the man that has been bringing this success, obviously, with your panel of players. And I was just looking at the championship form for you. As I know, it was Emmyvale on the first day, Curran on the second day, and then Ty Holland then on the third day. And those 3 games, there was a kind of a pattern to them. Maybe slow to start from a Rock point of view, but really then got into a gallop in the second half and got over the line.
It's kind of hard to explain that, but yeah, I did kind of take that format all right. But yeah, you don't want to rush these things. You want them to last. And it's like the boys speaking there, so they're excited, they can hardly talk to you. But yeah, this you'd like to have that pace, the finishing pace at the start of the game, but whatever way it comes to you, as long as at the end of it you're on the winning end of it, that's all you're looking for, like, really.
Your opposition on Sunday then, Donaghmoyne, I know you would have had a chance to see them obviously in the second of the semi-finals on Saturday gone by. You played them once in the league, I know, as well. They came out on top, I think it was about 4 points on that occasion, so there's very little between you here.
Actually, might be a wee bit more than that, but yeah, as I said earlier, you have a chance. You've got there, you're there in merit, you're in the front door. They can play, we can play. They've had a better league campaign, bigger group of players, but we're okay. There'll be a chance. That's all I keep saying. I don't keep saying it, but you've definitely a chance. Like, this is, I think, like the boys, just the excitement when you get to me too. It's unbelievable that this was achieved. Like, it really is, when you consider our league form and how we're fit to bounce back. Like, so yeah.
And would that have been coming on the back of that players became available, as you mentioned there, Kieran Quigley, and clearing up the injuries that did seem to be blighting us at the start of the year, that as the year progressed, that the panel became stronger due to lack of injuries?
Yeah, the spirit got stronger and stronger. But, like, Rock's been nearly on the road nearly now 2 years, with a small break after Christmas, after the All-Ireland semi-final. So, like, it's been a long 2 years on, bodies that have a lot of football played. I know a lot of them young men have played a lot of football. But it's the spirit. It's the spirit. We had a bit of a kick-about yesterday, and you'd swear it was on the 12s. It was just mad. It really was. It was crazy stuff.
Under 12s, Mark, is what he's talking about here now that you're playing. But it's brilliant to hear that, because there's a relaxation around, I suppose, the panel at the moment, and they're going into it looking forward to the big occasion, and it's hard to beat that.
It is hard to beat it, and there is a great spirit among the group, Sean. They're a funny bunch of guys now. You couldn't call them the best trainers in Ireland, but there's definitely great spirit, and I suppose when we were 5 points down against the Holland the other day, that's where it showed, and that's where it kicked in. Boys pulled together and got us through, and you have a 43-year-old going on 16 here beside me, and he keeps the crack going in the change room, so what more could you want,
It certainly was the case. And I suppose, Anthony, I'll just come to you finally. And there's no secret made of the fact that you're one of the more mature players on the panel. I'm sure after Ulster final success last year and county final success, and maybe the disappointment of losing out in an All-Ireland semi-final, you thought, that's it. Anthony has what he's ever wanted to get out of this. What took you back for another year?
No, I wouldn't. No, I wasn't going to quit and enjoy playing with these lads. Hey, these lads here are exceptional. There's no doubt about it. Niall McKeown, Noel Carroll, Mark and Keith Daly, hey, and a few other lads, Paul McKeown, hey. They're super bunch of guys. And then I'd say Mickey and Pascal and Jimmy, have done a super job, hey, and they're a good bunch of lads, hey. And as Mark said, the dressing room is serious crack at the minute in Rockcorry, hey, and I'd just love to be on the 12 again, hey, but it's a long time ago from on the 12, but no, it's great at the minute, it's really and truly, it's a place you'd want to be if you're a footballer, in a Rockcorry dressing room at the minute, and I'm glad to be there, hey, and might be there next year again, you never know, hey.